So what's up guys, it is Narbc setup day. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do a quick video for Andy Hind from Southern Reptile Supply. So you guys will probably see that in the future. Right now I was just debating whether or not to do a vlog style video, so I guess I am. I'm just going to show you a few things that we're doing here, a little inside peek of what we do on Fridays at Narbc. Not exactly what I do, but probably what other people will be doing, setting up their booths and everything for one of the biggest shows in the country. All right, let's do this. Yeah, you still have a cold brew of some sort, right?
Correct, I just have regular cold.
Can I just have like a shot of espresso in that? Is that disgusting?
I don't know. Size?
Grande, please.
Yes, I got a grande,
is grande medium?
No,
I like cold brew.
So you maybe shouldn't have got the espresso? The guy should have told you that
It just tastes awful.
It's getting real.
We're fucking moving in. Well, I kind of want to. It looks very
bathroom
locker room.
It looks
bathroom.
no. It almost looks like I'm in jail cell. The background.
Don't look at. Don't look into the light.
We're good if you want to walk through. And
Cool.
So we are home after our first night at Narbc. We had a great night. We didn't film much besides Andy's bit. We're gonna come back in the morning at 9 o'clock tomorrow morning and get the rest done. So definitely check that video out. We did a great interview with Andy and he was super honest and some super cool stuff. If you guys are into starting your own reptile business, starting your own supply business, everything like that, it's a great video to watch. Something that people don't know about the shows is that half the fun is just hanging out and drinking with your friends, or you don't have to drink, obviously. You can just hang out with your friends. Had a great night. We will join you back in the morning. Good night, people. Look at that nerd. Made it. Narbc Arlington.
Hola.
Hey, what's happening, troublemakers? High five. Use both hands there and just fully support her. She's a little sweetheart. What do you think? Her mom's about 16 foot and around 140 to 160 pounds.
Are you serious?
Yes, sir. This is the largest species snake in the world. These are reticulated pythons.
This guy's gonna get big. Hey, how big?
The largest at my house is like 19 foot, about 200 pounds.
Oh wow, 200 pounds.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, but anything that was normal didn't.
All right, so here we have the palmetto. So I know you guys have seen in my collection my het palmettos. Het palmetto is it's called a het, but it is a little codominant as far as I could pick out het palmettos because they have a more orangish hypo type look to them. But this is the super form or the visual palmetto here. As you can see, it's an incomplete form of leucistic, which means that it's all leucistic besides an occasional pop-up of color. So on a normal palmetto, they get these awesome red, black, even grayish sparkles of pattern here, almost like fireworks. They're super awesome. And then like other forms of leucistic, they do have a blue eye. And we'll hopefully be producing these guys in the next year or two. But I mean, these are just the most striking corn snake you could ever see. I mean, this is a dream of a mutation. If you've seen cows and retics and stuff like that, these do have speckles as babies, as you can see, but they do get more pronounced at age, just like other things in corn snake. Corn snakes generally get brighter with age.
Here that way, she's been passed around about 7 times.
It's chill now. It is the brightest one.
Absolutely.
A bamboo rat snake. You can see these in all types of forms. Quite frankly, I'm not that learned on the different forms of the cock's eye, but this bamboo rat is super cool. They actually go all the way from India to Indonesia across all of Asia, and they do have a very, very far range. These are considered a rat snake, but very different than a lot of our North American rat snakes, and just like all the other Asian rat snakes, these have to be kept a bit cooler. But as you can see, just that reddish orange coloration, clear belly. You also see awesome stripe down the dorsal, but you also see these in kind of banded forms and stuff like that. I'm not sure exactly the locale. A lot of these guys are a little squirrely to hold, kind of like your milk snakes. They're more like your milk snakes than a lot of your North American rat snakes, but just awesome snakes and pretty docile. Like the same impression of not. So I mean, you guys have seen us show off Woma pythons before. This is going to be in the same genus as Asphodeides. And as you've seen, Woma pythons are usually a yellow ground color. These are often very similar coloration to them, but these guys are just lime bred for this red and yellow look. As you can see, they have a black head. That black is actually thought to help them in the wild for when they're in burrows. So they'll just stick their black head out there to gather up some sun, warm up without putting their whole body out of the burrow. This is like the holy grail species for me. So we are at the python in a pear tree table. If you've heard on the podcast us talk about and everyone talk about M-Pen coastals. So this is actually where that derives from.
M-Pen.
That is the M-Pen. If you hear that and you're like, what the hell does M-Pen mean? It's me.
He might move around a little
yeah,
bit. Yeah, right on here.
Have a granite spotted python. This is a recessive mutation, as you can see. Just really speckled out pattern on this guy and almost whitish sides, no pattern down the side. These are in the genus Antaresia, like the you have spotted and children, as well as pygmy pythons, which is the smallest pythons in the world come from the genus Antaresia. So this guy's about 5 months old. Now, why the hell would you buy a granite Burmese python when you can buy something that stays 2.5 feet? It looks the same. There he is. Sorry. Max, what you got there?
Alright, so this is a super orange dream fire spider yellow bellies. So it's 2 cleanup genes, one of them a super, the orange dream and the yellow belly, and then you have the spider to reduce the pattern, and you have the fire and of course yellow belly to add some of that color. This one here is produced by Candy Morphs, and I just walked over and thought it was gorgeous, super clean, and I had to take a look at it.
So if you guys like ball pythons, I know we don't show a lot of ball pythons, but check out Max on YouTube. I will put his channel down in the description. Get him to 1,000 views or else he'll cry himself to sleep. Or 1,000 subs, sorry. Or else he'll cry every single night and hate all of you forever.
I might cry anyway, but you know.
That's true. I cry sometimes.
Yeah.
This is what happens when you're a YouTube star.
Did you get a new pencil?
Yes.
It's mine, not his. This is my new tricolor hognose.
So what I just found out is there's 3 species of tricolor hognose.
What?
And a lot of people are interbreeding them. So it's like it's kind of hard to tell what they are.
So this right here is a Baird's rat snake. So you see these guys start out gray in coloration. They'll get, as adults, they'll be an orange, reddish color, maybe even purple. Just like a lot of other rat snakes, if you see something like a Texas rat snake, they start out with a gray base color and then turn a darker color, but these turn a nice orange red. These go all throughout West Texas as well as northern Mexico, so locality is pretty important to some people. Altogether, these are just a super awesome species of rat snake that most people don't know exists out there, and they don't look like much as babies, but they are awesome adults, and they're just as calm and cool as a lot of your other rat snakes and corn snakes. So I forgot to do an outro for the video today. I'm home now after visiting Tony from Selective Scales, visiting his collection. Had a great dinner, some barbecue, and got to check out amazing enclosures, immaculate collection. I'm gonna show you some of the Insta stories so that you guys can check it out.
But he's
still doesn't have that real blunt bulldog head of an adult yet.
Yeah, no, not quite. He's 6?
6, yeah.
6. I can't wait till she's that big.
Most of the time when I first go over some people's place, I won't like bring out my camera because I don't really want to be that guy. I just kind of want to look at the collection, talk about the snakes, do all that without being kind of a pain in the you know what, because I'd rather, you know, get to know them and their snakes and stuff like that than do a video. I don't really care to do that the first time around, although I'd like to bring you guys into more different collections and do collection tours, and we'll definitely do that in the future. So I'm gonna feed my hognose and do the outro. There you go. Sometimes she works herself up too much to take it from the tongs. Sometimes she'll go right for it. This is actually the first small mouse she's ever eaten. This is a little bit larger than I usually give her, but since we're getting her up for the breeding season, she's still plenty big to take this down. But this is really, really good news as far as her gaining some size before we go into the breeding season. She is plenty old enough, but any extra weight you can get on these guys is always good, whether any type of colubrid. The more weight, the more food you can get into them, generally the better. I don't love the fact that she has it in the water bowl, but I'm sure she'll figure it out. She's a little voracious. She'll get a little extra hydrated, it seems. So let's close this, and I'm really happy that she ate that. So it's looking good for hognose this year, so far. So far looking good for hognose, but it's just the beginning. So thank you guys so much for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe, and if you made it this far, you're on the team.